Mr. Singh, if you can hear me, what is the landfall process has begun. What is your anticipation is going to be happening in the next 1.5 to 2 hours?
Actually what has happened is the system, is already decaying. Most of the precipitation you'll see is southwest of Maharashtra, especially Alibag, Matharan, etc. Now what is happening is, I've been saying this since morning, that if this is the axis, now first thing that happened in the last 4 or 5 hours was that the system was much more south than we thought. So almost 100 kilometers away from Mumbai is where the ions had happened. And that was a good thing, because the brunt of it was, as if you're on the rear side, it is not that powerful. But if you're on the right center side, it is powerful. And Alibag and all these areas got 50, 40 odd millimeters of rainfall, the total amount of rainfall in Mumbai. And I'll just show you since morning, and this is our automatic weather station network in Mumbai. You see, and this is the spread over the greater Mumbai area. I'm talking about precipitation over the last 12 hours, and let me get precipitation over the last 6 hours. The biggest number I'm seeing is about 13 millimeters of rainfall. You've had high wind, you've had some choppy seas, but it really, the impact has not been as powerful. We only need to see off another 3 hours, and I'll tell you why. Let me just go back to the radar. This is the IMD radar, and you'll see that most of the cyclone has actually moved inland. Now that means that it is going to progressively weaken, because the airflow that is coming from the ocean, the moisture-laden winds are lesser and lesser, and there's only a limited part that can now give precipitation into Mumbai. Now there are fewer brighter spots. If you look very carefully, there are fewer brighter spots here than on this side, which means that if over the next 1 to 2 hours you might have a shower or two, but after that, I think Mumbai will be through, and the kind of potential damage you were thinking that a cyclone could give would have actually it probably would be muted. We need to hold on for just another 2-3 hours.
All right, that's a fortunate thing. And Mr. Singh, when we're actually looking at Cyclone Nisarga, several people have been talking about how it started close to Alibag in Maharashtra. It's likely to be completed in what the IMD has said. But the landfall process that has begun, do you think so many people have also been evacuated? Do you think, to keep safety measures, it could be completed in the next 3 hours in the two states that have already had several NDRF teams that have been deployed?
Now, I'm not able to understand the question. So you're asking me if the evacuation could be completed?
No, the NDR, I'm saying that frontline warriors have already done all they could to ensure that in the coastal regions of Maharashtra and Gujarat, there is evacuation that has happened. The question is, do you think the landfall could possibly be now finally, that it's already begun, completed in the next 2 to 3 hours, as the IMD has come out with the latest update and stated so?
The landfall was done a couple of hours ago. It's over. The cyclone is already decaying. You cannot see an eye anymore. Let me put it this way. The point in time in a cyclone that can do maximum damage, maximum damage seems to be over. Now we are at the tail end of it. If over the next 2 to 3 hours, we can measure what has happened, there haven't been power lines that have gone down, inundation is limited, your winds are limited, and you haven't seen a heavy downpour, we would have gone through relatively unscathed. Because I frankly feel this was just a cyclonic storm. And if you see, the IMD has reported winds of 100 kilometers per hour, but if you look at Mumbai, winds were 60, 70, 76 kilometers per hour. At best, they have dropped to about 30 kilometers per hour. In the evening, when the sea breeze will set in, the winds will pick up again. But it is not what it could have been.